especially 40 Days, 40 Nights. Oh my
Yeah,
god!
yeah.
But it's the Dr. Dre co-sign. But we'll talk more about that because we live now and shit.
Yeah, but Dre was in his bag. He was doing his thing.
He was. He was.
Not like now. If he had did this album now, this shit wouldn't be no great album. You know.
Hmm. Man, today has been a great day, man. What's up, Q? So Kendrick Lamar released a Super Bowl performance as a single and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not like it's a single because I've never seen nobody buy it on vinyl or CD or anything.
It it was on Spotify. They said Super
It's
Bowl
only on
performance.
streaming.
Yeah.
But you need to release that on physical. Like some people want it like to keep. You can't keep streaming.
Mm.
That should need to be on vinyl and CD.
I never heard of a Super Bowl performance on physical streaming.
That needs to be released for record store day. Like put that on a physical copy for people so they can collect it. It's a collector's item now.
When's Record Store Day again?
Yeah, that's April.
Uh,
Did you see the releases?
I don't follow that shit. I was just asking.
No.
I don't need a day for people to tell me about vinyls. Honestly,
They got some good releases coming out.
that's nice.
Craig Mack first album re-releasing on vinyl.
That's
Um,
nice.
they got the unreleased songs from Get Lifted from John Legend's first album being released.
Okay, okay.
Like
That's
the Kanye
potential.
stuff that didn't make the album.
That's
Um,
potential. That's
the Wu
potential.
Tang album with Mathematics. They got some good releases coming out.
Yeah, but they're probably gonna overprice them bullshit.
It's gonna be overpriced. You think?
Yeah, you know how Record Store Day goes.
Well, that's why you wait till after the day after.
If it's still
Yeah,
available.
yeah. And a lot of stores are gonna have the shit after the day after. They're just trying to make a buck on the day. You don't fall for that shit because I know stupid people who go out there and wait online, and I ain't waiting on no line for no record. I get it the day after or weeks after, and knowing my luck, I'll probably win a damn giveaway anyway.
Yeah, because
You know, it,
you like the way king and
yeah,
shit.
it's happened before. Like I've won the record store day giveaway, so it could definitely happen again.
Meanwhile, I never want to give away.
See, I'll be putting it all on. See, Mike won shit. When I tagged Mike won shit before. You know what I'm saying? I'll be tagging you in all the vinyl shit, yo.
I see it, but I never won shit,
You got to actually participate in the giveaway to do it. How you
nigga.
expect to win?
I participate. I still don't win shit.
I be tagging Rock Lady too. Rock Lady be in those giveaways and shit.
How is she doing? I haven't heard from her in a minute. How is she
Yeah,
doing?
hit her up. She ain't been on the show in a minute.
I know because she's always working and shit.
Yeah, she still be doing her vinyl stuff. So,
Yeah, because we got that collection video in May.
so
I already let Eric know and shit.
oh god, the Trump stuff. He gonna be
Yeah,
there.
Trump.
The
Yeah, Trump.
Trumpy gonna be there. Lord, he the only black person I know that voted for Trump.
Actually, I know hella black people that voted for Trump too.
Really? I don't know anybody unless they lying. I don't know anybody that voted for Trump with him.
I'm gonna use that Trumpy.
Trumpy. That's his new name. That's what we call him.
I just had some breakfast. Shit. Yeah, it's the first thing I ate today, so it's breakfast to me.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, Romeo, we're doing loud records. So every week this month, we're gonna do a loud records review and shit.
What?
So
Something good for once? You're not doing trashy Prince reviews?
no, we doing Prince.
Thank
He
God.
knows.
Thank God. It really wasn't
But
needed. Nobody asked for those reviews.
but I still want to do the top Prince B sides with Air one
you
day.
you better finish that Ja Rule discography.
Man, I ain't going anything past 2004.
Pa- Pain is Love Part Two. We ain't do that one.
You want to do that one? Hell no.
Hey, in honor of Irv, we got to do that.
I already got something for Irv in it.
What you got for Irv? What we doing? We did the
I ain't,
Murderers album, right?
yeah, like I said, the Ja Rule, the Murderers album, we did all that. But
The remix album and shit.
now we no, we didn't do that
I
one.
think we mentioned it. I don't think we actually like talked about it.
I think I do.
You have that one?
I think, but like I said, the Ja Rule reviews are always my best reviews.
Hey, for some reason people love checking out the Ja Rule shit. I'm like, what? Y'all want to talk shit about Ja Rule, but still watching it. Make up your mind.
Because I was thinking of actually putting all my Ja Rule and Murder Inc. reviews in one as a tribute, just for fuck's sake.
Right.
Because
Just
when
like
I tell you,
one playlist.
right, because when I tell you like those are my best reviews next to Janet Jackson, I'm not kidding.
Yeah.
Which is surprising because I'm not the biggest Ja Rule fan.
One playlist.
I'm gonna have an introduction and everything, you know.
No
We
Ashanti. I don't like Ashanti. Ashanti can't sing.
nah, we ain't doing no.
She's just good to she's just good to look at.
I mean, yeah, people act like she a dime. I mean, she alright, but she ain't. I'll get with Maya over Shanti.
Another one that can't sing. Y'all really love these bitches that can't sing, huh?
I saw a meme that says Nelly peeking in the corner to see if Ashanti's crying and shit.
Mm-mm-mm.
So is she still going to get her master's back, or how's that going to work?
I don't know how that happened. Like, yeah, because he dead now. So how does that work?
Yeah, if he's really dead. Dun dun
If
dun.
he's really dead, what is he, Tupac? The nigga dead. What do you mean? Is he really dead?
Because you know, motherfuckers be faking their deaths or some shit like
That
that.
that nigga dead like a doornail, yo. He dead.
Dun, dun, dun. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm
Dun,
joking.
dun, dun. Machiavelli Part 2.
Speaking of 50 Cent, man, him and
Mhm.
Lil Beach, they beefing.
Mm-mm-mm.
So yeah, BMF is canceled.
Yeah.
Yeah, BMF is canceled.
But I mean, I don't understand. So he canceled that over the beef with Meech, or that was he was planning on doing that.
I don't. I have to actually watch a video about why the beef
'Cause
started, but I know some social media shit.
yeah, because they wasn't staying on anyways. Like Stars was getting rid of all those shows, so at some point they were leaving.
But I know it has something to do with like Big Meech coming out of prison. It's a lot. It's a lot with
And then
that.
young, but how the fuck did Young Buck get involved in the beef? Like I don't understand these people.
That's your boy.
Hey,
That's your
he had
boy.
two
Don't
good
get it
albums on G Unit. That was it.
too.
I'm just saying I don't understand why he get involved in it. This shit don't have nothing to do with you. Why the fuck he getting in beef that ain't got shit to do with it? Just like with Game and Ross getting into the Drake and Kendrick beef. That shit ain't got nothing to do with them.
It's like get your niggas out of the business and shit.
They're like it's like oh they want to capitalize on the beef with somebody else.
It's kind of fucking corny if you ask me. I'm gonna start in about 2 more minutes. Triple T
Yes,
in
he
the
had two good
building.
albums, man. He had two good albums. What you mean?
Samuel motherfucking in the house.
Straight out of Cash Rule and Buck the World. That's his two good albums.
Eh, I'm not the
And
biggest
then
Bucky. I'm not
and
the
then
biggest
50
Bucky.
said, "You gotta go."
I'm not the biggest Bucky fan like that.
The,
You
the,
know,
the problem is 50. It's not G Unit. The problem is 50. Even with his own people that he grew up with, he had issues with them.
except for Tony Ayo, he's still loyal.
Yeah, why you keep Yayo but you let Banks go? And Banks was the best one in the crew. That made no
Because
damn sense.
He said Banks was lazy. Even Banks said
So
that.
was Yayo. When the last time Yayo put out an album?
He's too busy going on podcasts like on Vlad and shit.
Exactly. So Banks came out with a whole trilogy of albums in the last what year or two. What Yayo put out?
He's funny, man. He's funny.
That Yayo album trash. It always been trash. Never liked it. He ain't put out shit since then.
I mean, he needed a placeholder because Puffy was stock holding Mace's contract and shit, so he needed a placeholder.
He was better off signing Mason, getting rid of Yayo. Get rid of Olivia also. You know what I'm saying? Like he had some wrong signees on G Unit.
What did Olivia even come out with? Like, all I remember that if I was your best friend, I was your, that was your best.
And radio would not play it because they didn't care for her. That's how bad it was.
Damn, if I was your
They
best
didn't
friend.
like her. That's why they couldn't do nothing with her because radio wasn't playing her shit.
If I was your man all the time.
And she ended up on Love and Hip Hop for a couple years.
Of course,
How did that turn out?
that's where they all go.
That's where they'll go to die. Let's go to Love and Hip Hop.
All right, well, I'm ready to start whenever you are.
Let's go.
What's up, you two? How's everybody doing? It's your boy Reg in the motherfucking building and shit like that. I got my homeboy trying to building with me. How you doing?
Um,
All right, so I just found an album anniversary to do, and this one is actually one of my favorite rap albums to come out from that year and shit like that. One that I don't hear a lot of people talking about, but that's why we motherfucking here. I've done a review on this one a couple years ago and shit like that as Lord Finesse Return of the Funky Man. This album came out February 11th, 1992. You know what I'm saying? It came out on Giant under Reprise and the Warner Brothers. Lord Finesse being the MC rapper coming from DITC and everything like that too. This came out 2 years after his first album, The Funky Technician, which that was a cool album. I actually liked that album. I wasn't really raised on that album like that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But I recognize the greatness of it all. He did that with his partner Mike Smooth, and that was when they were both on Wild Pitch Records, and then he got a deal. You know what I'm saying, with Giant and everything like that too. And one thing I do like about Return of the Funky Man was that Finesse kind of got back to his roots. What I mean by that was like he hooked up with Rhyme Syndicate produced like DJ Aladdin and SLJ Finesse. And if you guys know your history, you guys would know that Lord Finesse was a member of the Rhyme Syndicate crew, which was Ice T's crew and stuff like that. And that crew also had Everlast and stuff like that. Yes, from House of Pain, excuse me. Yeah, House of Pain fame and shit like that too. You know what I'm saying? Donald D came out with the criminally underrated and notorious album, which I think I need to get my hands on that album. I almost got it on vinyl, but it was so fucking expensive. But that's no story for a different day. This album had a lot of classic. I dropped my mouse. This album had a lot of classic joints. Fucking Yes You May, dog. That and the remix alone, crazy. The original version you had Showbiz and AG and Percy P,
uh,
but the remix you had Big L, and I want to say that was actually L's first appearance on Wax. I want to say.
uh,
Um, we have I Like My Girls with the Boom, very dope track. Fat for the '90s with AG, Party Over Here. I mean, Save That Shit. Ah, my god. I, this might be controversial, but this has always been my favorite Lord Finesse album. I know a lot of people say The Awakening from '96, which that one was good too. You know what I'm saying? But
oh,
this
no,
album, no, it was '96, buddy.
okay.
But this one, in terms of like lyricism, punchlines, because that's always been Lord Finesse's strong suit was his fucking punchline, and I feel like he passed the torch to Big L. Rest in peace to Big L, by the way. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. I need to get my hands on this record. I think, yeah, I think I only got The Awakening, I think. But I have like 2,000 albums, y'all. I lose count and shit. So, how did you get into this album?
I like the Awakening is my favorite. So I don't remember shit off of the first two. I know Premier did something on one of them, but
Oh wow, I could have sworn you were a fan of the first two too.
I mean, the first two is dope. You know what I'm saying? But my album from him is The Awakening. That's the joint I love.
Everybody loves The Awakening. I mean, I
Because it was a
like
great
it.
album.
It is a great
They
album.
promoted it for once. You know what I'm saying? His shit never got
Yeah,
promoted.
it is a great. But I just feel like Return of the Funky Man and shit like that. He was just on his pen game with that. The
When you look in all the '90s magazines, whether it was the Fader or Source or Vibe, they promoted the shit out of The Awakening. His first two albums, nobody knew about his first two albums. They didn't promote it.
Yeah, because they were more regional hits and shit.
Right.
And yeah, I love The Awakening. Don't get me wrong. That's a banging ass album, but I feel like Return of the Funky Man was just a nice balance. Funky
Oh yeah.
Technician,
I mean, he had the punchlines and the production was was like early boom bap and
yeah.
I feel like both of them need a remaster though.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, man. And we've done a review. Well, I think I was solo with these ones, but I
Nah,
know
we
I've
did
never.
that. We did
Oh yeah,
that.
we did it.
Yeah.
I've been doing this shit for so long. Some reviews, I got. Did we do this? We do that? Okay, but yeah, but this one right here, very dope album. Oh shit, let me show y'all the album. So, very dope album. Return to Funky Man. You know what I'm saying? Also I got yeah, Triple T. Happy birthday to Brandy and Kelly Rowland. Still looking beautiful as ever.
Oh,
Um, what?
it's Mia Cooper's birthday.
Yep, Mia Cooper's birthday. Yep,
Oh wow,
a movie I don't understand how y'all fucking
I
like her,
loved
but
it.
okay.
I loved it because she looked sexy as fuck in that movie.
She did, but I'm just like, but I'd rather watch Mia Cooper than Divorce in the New Black. I'd rather watch that one because
Yes.
the new Netflix movie came out with that 187, that 788, the one with Kerry Washington. That shit.
Hmm.
If he does movies like that, he'll be good. Like, like, like he actually found good wigs for the actresses for once and shit. You know what I'm saying? So, all right,
Hmm.
now we're gonna do the Billboard charts. You know what? Fuck the top 10. Let's go to 11 and 20 this time. Let's go. Let's switch it up a little bit. I'm in the mood to switch some shit up. All right. So, like I said, this is not the top 10. We're gonna do 11 to 20. Let's see what we got. So, number 20, we got Eternal with Stay. I've never
Who?
heard of this.
Never heard of you,
Right.
motherfucker.
Never heard of them.
Who?
Yeah.
Sound like an
number 19.
ambulance.
Number 19, we got Janet Jackson with Because of Love. I've always loved that song, no pun intended.
Mm.
That came from the period album. Number 18, we got Shantae Savage with Bet You'll Never Find. I'd heard the name before, but I never heard the song. Number 17, we got Shabba Ranks with Family Affair from the Adams Family Values soundtrack.
I never heard that.
Everybody was on that soundtrack. Hammer was on
Shabba.
that soundtrack.
I never heard that. Is that the one with
Shabba
the Hammer
Ranks.
song?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, wait. No.
No,
No, because that one came out like 91. This one was like 93, 94.
I never heard that.
Me neither. Number 16, Jody Watley, When a Man Loves a Woman. That's a cover of the Percy Sledge song. I never heard that version before, but I heard the Percy Sledge version. I love that version. Number 15, we got UNITY with Queen
Oh yeah.
Latifah.
Yes.
Black Queen crossover hit right there, you know.
Mhm.
Number 14, we got Tony Braxton with Breathe Again. You know, I remember when I heard that song, I did not like it at first, but now I love it. That's
Mhm.
coming from a self-titled album, classic album. Number 13, CeCe Peniston, I'm in the Mood. I never really cared for CeCe like that. You know what I'm saying? She had that house dance R&B kind of vibe and stuff like that. I mean,
Well,
finally was an okay track. You know what I'm
mhm.
saying? Hey, at least So Shock and Carlin produced this one, and
the
I'm
the
not
whole
mad.
album wasn't like that. I think that's what people thought like she was doing that. The whole album is not like that. It's only like two songs where she have like the club sound.
Really? Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's an R&B album.
Okay, well, I might check that album out then. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Number 12, we got the king of R&B himself, R. Kelly, with Bumping Grind,
Mm.
coming from a self-titled album. Oh my, no,
Yes.
excuse me, 12th place, 12th place. At number 11, we got Mary J. Blige. You don't have to worry, coming from the Who's the Man soundtrack. I was just bumping that song today.
Yes, and the remix album.
Don't worry. I actually like the OG more than the remix, but I love Craig
Yeah,
Mack's version.
yeah.
Yeah. All right. Now we are going to talk about exhibits with the Restless album. All right. So this album came out December 12th, 2000. I actually do not have this album. I thought I had this album
How do you not have this, man?
because when I saw it on vinyl, it was like the promotion clean copy, and it was like $24. And I didn't want to spend too much like on that album when I first seen it. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Now, like, if I do see it again, I might pick it up, but at the same time, it's just like,
Hey, there's a DVD for this too because I was on the street team. The street team sent me the poster, the album cover poster. They sent me the poster for this. They never sent me the DVD or the album though. The album I ended up buying like years later. But there's a DVD for this as well
oh,
when the album dropped.
okay, cool, cool. I know that shit's long at a print too, so
Yeah, hell yeah.
I miss when artists gave like a DVD of the making of the album or a tour. Because I remember when
Hmm.
I got Chris Brown exclusive album, I had the deluxe version. They gave like a DVD of the tour he did, like
Yeah.
behind the scenes of the music videos and shit like that.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That was like one of the first albums I got in my collection, but I'm showing off my age and shit. Let me stop. All right. So this, just to clarify, this was not released on Aftermath Records because some people have that misconception. This was released on Loud, but he had like a 360 deal with Epic and Open Bar and shit
Hmm.
like that. So you know what I'm saying? Singles album was known for our X, Front to Back, and Get Your Walk On. I'm gonna be spoiling something for you. That I only like one single, but we'll get
You're
more into
crazy. What?
we'll get more into that. We'll get more into
I didn't know. I
that.
didn't know we were doing a trash review, Reg.
It's not a trash review. It's not because we'll talk. We'll talk. We'll talk. Producers include Dr. Dre, who's also the executive producer, Battle Cat, DJ Quick, Eminem, Rick
Hmm.
Rock, Eric Sermon,
Hmm.
Mark Wilder, Mailman, Knots, Scott Storch, Sir Jinx, Superfly, and Thyode Oster. So definitely, he had a couple of new people because like the only people that stayed from like 40 days was like Sir Jinx, of course Exhibit, of course, Mailman, Superfly. So he kept about three producers and shit. Guest appearances include Nate Dogg, Dr. Dre, Eric Sermon, J. Rowe, Tash, Keras One, Snoop Dogg, Eminem, Goldie Loke, Cocaine, DJ Quick, Sugar Free, Butch Cassidy, Defari, and King T. Interesting. Okay. So we talked about his first two albums in the past and everything like that too. You know what I'm saying? And after the release of 40 Days and 40 Nights, you know, he was slowly getting mainstream popularity and everything like that too. And he started hooking up with like Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg. You know what I'm saying? And Dre, you know, took a liking of him and he pretty much put him on the Bitch Please song from No Limit Top Dog,
Hmm.
which we did do a review on that album, which I feel like that's a very underrated Snoop album. I don't give a
Yes,
fuck
definitely,
what
definitely.
anybody say. Like, say what you want to say about Snoop Dogg now, but that no minus the game, that No Limit period, fire, fire, fire.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Some days controversially, I like that. Some days I like that more than the last meal. Some days, but we gotta talk about the last meal one day. Wait, did we do last
I thought we did
meal?
that one.
We did do last meal. Okay,
Yeah,
man, I'm all over the place today. Don't mind me. Shit.
we
So
know
yeah,
you old. It's all good.
and he also appeared on 2001, Dr. Dre's 2001 album, which again
Mhm.
that's a classic album and stuff too. Like songs like "What's the Difference," some LA niggas. I love some LA niggas. Oh my god,
It was dope.
man. And also, 1999 was also an important year because he actually made his acting debut in the movie called The Breaks. You know what I'm saying? And I know a lot of people might look at me like The Breaks. Well, That was a movie that starred Mitch Milani, and that name might not be synonymous with a lot of people, but he was White Mike from the Wayans brothers, and he also had his show Nick Freno, substitute teacher back in the day. He passed away. Rest in peace to Mitch Milani. Um, that also had Carl Anthony Payne, this Cole from Martin.
Mhm.
Ryan was in the movie because she always got to play somebody's mama. Um, you also had an early appearance from Anthony Anderson in that movie as well too. So I've never actually seen that movie. I've heard of the movie, but yeah,
He
I think
was
it's
in
on you.
the X-Files movie too.
Who? Mitchell Exhibit.
Exhibit.
Oh, okay,
And
cool,
he did a movie, I think it was called Derailed. It was RZA was in that. I think Julia Roberts was in that. Somebody else was in
okay,
that. Yeah.
cool. And he continued that busyness when it came to 2000 because that was a year where he was just on everybody's shit. He was on Eminem's "Bitch Please" 2.
Yep.
He did a song with Limp Bizkit and
Yep.
stuff
I got
like
that
that.
too. Yep. That's on the
I know,
remix album.
I know you do. I know you do.
That's
Uh,
the primo remix for that. He's on Get Your Groove On remix.
oh yeah, that's the
Yeah.
one. Yep,
Uh-huh.
that was from that Chocolate Starfish album, right?
No, it's on the remix album. That was remix album.
Okay, okay, cool.
Yeah.
I yeah, man, and also that same year, he was on the Up and Smoke tour, the Dr. Dre and Snoop tour,
Yeah.
and everything like that too. I'm gonna for all my younger people, that was the pop out show before the pop out show. Just
Oh yeah,
keeping the
for sure.
just keeping the buck.
That concert was great.
That and NWA reunion,
Mm-hmm.
Eminem and Exhibit, man. Like I
Yeah.
of course, I was 5 years old, 4 or 5 years old when that tour was happening. But I saw the YouTube videos and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like I can see why that tour is highly regarded
West
when it
West
comes
Side
to like
Connection was on that
side
with
connection
them.
too.
Oh yeah, great tour.
Um, yeah, man, and also yeah, so he was working on this album right here and everything like that too. And the thing about this album was the fact that he was actually having issues with Loud Records at the time, especially with Steve Rifkin, because he felt like he was not getting the right marketing and promotion, which can get mad about that. Because the first two albums, while I love those first two albums, they weren't really the mainstream blockbusters as a All Eyes on Me or The Score or It's Dark and Hell is Hot and
Mm-hmm.
shit like that too. You know what I'm saying? And pretty much, after they did the Up in Smoke tour, he had told Dre, let's get to the studio and work and stuff like that. He had to get his Ronnie from Power on. Let's work. If you guys know, you know. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. Which, because a lot of years, a lot of people thought that he was on Aftermath. He was never on Aftermath Records. He was just a day play or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Just the Dr. Dre co-sign was evident and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? So of course, I don't have the album, but of course, Try got the album right there.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? The album cover, that's a pretty popular picture when it comes to Exhibit. I've seen
Yep.
that in posters,
Yep. Yeah, they got a
promotional
poster.
pictures like that. You know
Yep.
what I'm saying? I mean, pretty dope, pretty dope.
Mm-hmm.
Um, critically acclaimed. Like this album was critically acclaimed and everything. And I know what you guys are thinking. You guys are probably thinking, okay, well, all this good stuff. How come over the years, I personally said I didn't like the album? Well, we'll talk about that when we get into the album and shit, because we'll talk about that. You know what I'm saying? All right. So this album has like 16 tracks. We are going to get started with the intro. You know what I'm saying? Intro slash Restless. Um, this one was pretty straight. You know what I'm saying? It's just like fans talking about Exhibit, and an interview was asking, "What do you think about Exhibit?" They saw he's dope. He's getting ready to tear the whole rap game up and shit like that too. You you know what I'm saying? I felt like it's a pretty solid intro.
Yeah, it's like you got like different fans, you know, talking about they can't wait to hear the album, and he's one of the best, from the West Coast, and I've always said that. I always said like he was underrated, great MC, and There's many other MCs on the West that's great. Rascast and Corrupt. You know, the Far Right, they don't get they recognition evidence as well. A lot. You know what I'm saying? And I've always said Exhibit is one of those guys, and it was great, to hear like the fans, you know, salute him.
Yeah, definitely. All right. Next song, Front to Back. This was produced by Walk Router. I never liked the song. I'll be real with you. Never
Crazy.
liked the song. I hate that fucking beat. Like, I like Walk Wilder,
Hmm.
but I don't know. After like 2000, some of his beats was just weird, like very honky jory. And ever since he did that Christina Aguilera's track, I don't know. It was just like very weird beats and stuff like that. But I never cared for that, to be real with you.
And mind you, he did shit on that a stripped album. So
Which
you
I
know,
like that album. I love
uh
that album. Mm.
I love it. Beat was fire. The bass line, um, Exhibit saying, y'all niggas still. If it wasn't for crooks, y'all niggas still sport the Jordache look. The video was dope. I loved it. I just had like a gangster bounce to it, and I had this on a loud. There was like a loud sampler, and they had this track, and they had the Big Pun joint with Ashanti. The how we
Yeah,
do or something.
how we
They
do.
had
Yep.
the alcoholics best you can. So they were like showcasing this track as like a big hit from this album. So
Mm. Yeah, that maxi single and everything like that too.
yeah. Now it was a sampler though,
I
but they had like different loud artists on the sampler. And I remember they had this song on the sampler.
got you. Okay. All right. Next song we got is "Been a Long Time" featuring Nate Dogg. This is another song I just felt was pretty okay. You know what I'm saying? But I'd rather this album start off with this song than front to back.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Um, Pretty much what I got from this track right here. You know what I'm saying? Some braggadocio. He's just on his braggadocio shit. You know what I'm saying? The beat was okay too. I didn't really care for the beat too much. I love the fact that he was shouting out like cats like Corrupt and Young Gotti and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, this was alright.
It was banging. I like the Battle Cat beat, Nate Dogg on the hook. Rest in peace to him. You know, it was fire. Like an Exhibit was killing it. Battle Cat percussion in the discussion.
Ooh,
I thought it was bang. I thought it was banging.
definitely. Alright. Number four, we got You Know featuring Dr. Dre. This is a song I fucking love. I love this record right here. You know what I'm saying? What I got from this track right here was the fact that motherfuckers always want to like say shit like, "Oh, California is just palm trees and everybody having a good time," yada yada yada. He's talking about how Cali is pretty much crazy out here and stuff like that. And if you say the right shit, you can live. But if you say the wrong shit, you gotta be careful. You know what I'm saying? So I actually love the beat from Dr. Dre. This is actually a beat I fucking love fully or shit like that too. You know what I'm saying? Very dope shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, not bad.
This should have been a single, definitely. Like
I
Dre killed it. The beat was fire. The piano chords on it. I love that. It should have been a single, but this is like one of my favorites on here.
I agree. Now we're gonna have X, another Dr. Dre produced track. This time he had help from like Melman and Scott Storch. Now this was actually one of the first Exhibit songs I remember hearing next to Paparazzi and
Hmm.
everything like that. And this is actually a song I love right from the get go and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the song, it's like I feel like it's an official continuation to what you see is what you get, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Pretty dope track right here. The music video was dope too. You know what I'm saying? The music video was dope as fuck. You know what I'm saying? And you can pretty much say this was a song that pretty much broke through Exhibit. Like this, I think was one of his most successful singles up to that point.
Yeah, this was fire, definitely. I remember when this came out and hearing the beat on it, the horns, it just felt like it felt like something for the radio that they were trying to do with this. And
Right.
he had the right machine with him, Dr. Dre and Melman and Scott Storch, another underrated producer, and he had the
Yeah.
formula for X, you know what I mean? And it was just a dope track, what he said, quick to grab Mary Jane by the butt and squeeze, loosen up, let your hair down and join the festivities. Like his whole flow in this was fire, and I enjoyed it.
Yeah. His flow, that flow was definitely on point. Definitely.
Hmm.
Next track is called Alcoholic featuring Eric Sermon, Tash, and J. Rowe. This was produced by Eric Sermon. Just pretty much talking about niggas talking about getting fucked up and shit like that too. You know what I'm saying? This one was pretty okay. You know what I'm saying? It was pretty straight and everything like that too. I mean, they all did their thing on this one. I feel like Tash and Exhibit had the best verses and everything like that too. Stay tuned on some shit from Tash this month as well too. That's all I'm gonna say. But yeah, this one was pretty straight.
I love it. I think Eric Sermon, having him on here and he's done stuff with West Coast artists in the past and giving them like that Def Squad flavor to the album, and the beat was fire. It had like a G Funk, bop to it, and I love the chorus. Call it what you wanna call it. I'm a fucking alcoholic. Love the chorus. Eric Sermon has some nice lines on here. I'll be the type to take a watch and flaunt it. Kidnap Key Lewis and Jimmy Jam on it. X and ES out for the cream. Get the money while you stay broker than Al Bundy. I thought Eric Sermon verse was dope.
Mm,
The Alcoholics. This should have been a single too. Like just to have like Eric Sermon, collaborate with the Liquid Crew. They dropped the ball on
right,
that. It could have been a single.
right. You know what I'm saying? Because people forget he got to start with alcoholics and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? All right. Next song we got is the Kenny Parker Show 2001 featuring Karis One. So this is pretty much a cover of the original Kenny Parker Show that they did on the they as in Boogie Down Productions did on the Edutainment album from 1990, which I personally feel like one of my favorite albums from BBDP and shit like that too. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I mean, this one was pretty straight. One of my favorites on the album and everything like that. So, Exhibit taking a page from Snoop's book, doing covers of stuff like that of people that influenced him. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, pretty much dope. Karis One, he's pretty much in the interlude and the outro and
Mm.
everything like that too. So, yeah,
I think Harris needed a verse on here instead
I
of
agree.
just like being in the background and talking shit out of verse on here. But the track was dope. It had like an old school sound to it, And Exhibit did his thing
Right.
on here.
Yeah, he definitely needed a verse
Yeah.
on here and stuff like that. He would definitely ate this shit up.
Hmm.
All right, next song DNA, Drugs, and Alcohol featuring Snoop Dogg. One of my favorite tracks on this album, to be real with you, this definitely has that West Coast flavor. Rick Rock, one of the more underrated West Coast producers at that time, did his thing on this beat. You know what I'm saying? Drugs and alcohol. It's like a party track and everything like that too. You know what I'm saying? Um, yeah, I love the beat. Whenever Exhibit is paired with like Snoop,
Hmm.
Eminem, Dre, he always does. The chemistry is always there. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to deny that. Mike, what's good?
Like, what up?
Yeah, man, that chemistry is always there and shit like that. So I'm not worried about that. This could have also been on like Last Meal and shit like that too. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, not a bad track.
Yeah, it was dope. Beat was fire. The exhibit saying, look into my eyes, all you see is will to survive by any means. Retreat to the Philippines, top meditate, lifting, train like a heavyweight, hit you and run with the California license plate. Loved his flow on this. Snoop did his thing as well on here. This is dope.
Definitely. All right. Track number 9, we got Double Time featuring Eric Sermon. This is actually my favorite track on the album and stuff like
This,
that too. You know?
this is your favorite track.
Yes, it's my
Wow.
favorite track. Don't tell me you don't like this track.
I'm not saying nothing.
Ball.
But why this track out of everything else? This is your favorite track on here?
Because he was spitting, the lyricism was on point. This definitely had that vintage exhibit sound with the twist. I love the black exploitation beat. It's kind of like a different kind of beat from Sermon, especially at this time and everything like that too. You know what I'm saying? He had a line which I fucking love. He said, "You're all invited when we kick off the next riot. Busted, busted, get your crops dusted. Everybody off the bus that ain't fucking now. Spin it all up in it. For sale, one female slightly dented. Niggas, political figures, problem givers. Fuck all those that ain't with us. You know, fucking love that line. And I'm about to let you rip this track apart because I know that's what you about to do.
Nope. Nope. It was dope. Out of I just out of all the other songs on here, this is your favorite one.
I have three favorite tracks: DNA, Double Time, and I'm gonna review the next one in a minute. I'm not gonna review that
Double
one yet.
Time was dope. It had like the black exploitation sound. Like he's done this with Reservoir Dogs. It had like a black exploitation sound to that one on
Right.
Volume 2. It was a dope song.
Yeah, definitely dope song and shit like that. Now, my next favorite track, Don't Approach Me with Eminem. An Eminem beat I actually like. Wow,
Wow.
that's something crazy. Because you guys know when it comes to Eminem, a lot of
It's hit
his
or miss.
beats were kind of hit or miss. But I
Yeah.
actually like this beat and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? This was not really a single, but there was a music video to this one, but it was like a low budget. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, very dope track right here. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Eminem stole the show with this one. You know what I'm saying? This Eminem, this was like renegade Eminem. You know,
Yeah.
people talking shit about him.
Mm-hmm.
People talking shit about him. The critic. I feel like this was what broke down the barriers for Renegade. But yeah, man, he actually did an interview with LL Cool J about this verse and stuff too. I didn't have time to watch it because I was in a meeting before I listened to this album, but I'll definitely post it on the comment section and shit.
Now the Eminem verse was dope, of course. It's Eminem. He was still in his bag at this time. I love the beat. Is what he's saying in the verse is what really happened with when he had the altercation with him and some guy that Kim was with or whatever. And I remember seeing he had a trial for that. He had, like they had it on CNN. He had to go to trial. He had a suit on. He had
Yeah,
charges. I think the guy pressed charges on him or some shit,
yeah,
and he got off. But I remember seeing that, like to see Eminem in the courtroom on CNN was just crazy back then. You know, and so that's part of the verse where he's saying, and don't give me no bullshit. I'm not in the mood. I just got in a feud in some parking lot with a dude over Kim, and she just flipped both of her wrists over this shit. Don't tell me about the show business shit. I know what it is, bitch. So basically, it's just him and X is talking about, being a celebrity and the drama that comes with it, which is what he did on Renegade with Jay Z.
right. Because originally Renegade was supposed to be with him and Royce the 5'9" and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's crazy. Next song we got is Rims and Tires featuring Defari, Goldie Logan, Cocaine. This was produced by Superfly. This one was okay. Wasn't really too big on this track like that. You know what I'm saying? I like the beat though, but it was alright.
It was dope. I liked it. The cocaine on the chorus, it was banging.
Yes, cocaine, man. Every time he's on the court, like him and Nate Dogg, man. When they were on choruses, they were killing that shit. You know what I'm saying? Um, Next track we got is "Fucking You Right." This is another song with a very weird, honky jonky kind of beat and stuff like that. I didn't like the beat to this one. Lyrically, this was okay. Self-explanatory, sex track and everything like that too. You know what I'm saying? But the beat definitely was just like a turn off. I'm just gonna be real with you.
It was quirky. It had a like quirky melody. The beat was fire though. He said, "I took the time out to find out what you like. You bust 15 nuts, want to get up and fight."
Like, he had some funny lines on that one too and shit. But yeah, I like Superfly as a producer and shit like that. He definitely did a lot of great shit over the years and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, uh, I could have drummed out that beat. Track number 13 we got is "Best of Things" featuring Dr. Dre. I mean, produced by Dr. Dre. This one was pretty straight too. You know what I'm saying? Again, not really one of my favorites on this album, but you know what I'm saying? Just him lyrically, braggadocio and everything like that too. I fuck with it.
This was dope. Definitely love the beat for this. He said, "Niggas keep asking me how does it feel? How does what feel? Not having to scrape for a meal, not being locked down to a fucked up deal. The biggest man in Los Angeles is not Shaquille."
Yeah, fire. All right. Next song is called "Get Your Walk Home." I don't like this track to be real with you. Um,
This was fire.
a very relevant song today, 'cause talking about Crip rocking, and now ever since Kendrick did a halftime show, everybody wants to Crip rock now. And oh my god, let me stop. Let me stop. Let me stop. But yeah, I don't know. I just like did not like the singles on this album, like minus X and everything like that too. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I didn't care for the beat and everything. I mean, I respect the song, but it's just like I could have done without it.
Oh, nice beat for the single.
You said nice beat.
Yep,
Got you. All right. Next song we got is "Sorry I'm Away So Much" featuring DJ Quick and Sugar Free. Love this record. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much this is like an ode to like the first verse is like an ode to like his son and everything like that too. Which no surprise, he's it's not the first time he's done something for his son. The foundation for At the Speed of Life, that was a tribute to his son and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? The second verse is like a tribute to his brother that's locked down, and people saying, "How come you don't come visit me?" He's out here doing his thing and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? So this is actually a very dope song. Him having Quick and Sugar Free, just add that special touch. I've always been a big fan of Sugar Free and stuff like that. That street gospel album's a classic. I don't give a fuck when no one say. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, this one was pretty straight.
it was good. The beat was fire, quick, saying used to be there, cook a beat up. There's someone your clothes while I'm there with you on the PlayStation showing you codes. Fire. Fire track, quick, did his thing.
Definitely. And the last track is called Loud and Clear, featuring Bush Cassidy, Dafari, and King T. Nice way to end off the album. You know what I'm saying? Another motherfucker next to Alcoholics that he actually started out with King T because He was on King T's For Life album from '95, which is a very dope album. Again, thank you so much for John Dixon for sending me those King T albums and stuff like that. Thank you so much. I'm definitely going to review those later on this month, so be on the lookout for those. And yeah, this one was pretty straight.
Yeah, MT. We said bitches come a dime a dollar. You ain't tripping, standing at the bar, start styling the cut. I think you had too much. Bitch, what? Act right and pour it in a cup. Fire.
Kill that shit.
Yeah,
All right. So overall, this album it actually grew on me in recent years. You know what I'm saying? Now, granted, I don't love this album as much as the first two, and I know that might be sacrilegious because I know a lot of people love this album though, but I definitely felt like his pen game was still pretty much plateaued since like 40 Days and 40 Nights. You know what I'm saying? If there was one weak thing about this album, I would say some of the production was kind of, and that's not talking about the Dre shit. You know what I'm saying? Just most of the songs I didn't like. I just didn't like it from the production because the thing about his first two albums that I've always loved was that you listen to them like, yeah, he was raised mostly in the West Coast and shit like that. So I know he was born in Detroit, but those first two albums, it wasn't like your typical West Coast album. You know what I'm saying? It had like a slight boom bap influence. Like when I think of At the Speed of Light, for instance, it kind of reminds me a little bit of Rascast Soul on Ice. You know what I'm saying? Now lyrically, that Rascast album is miles better than At the Speed of Light. Miles better, conceptually and lyrically. But those first two Exhibit albums, they definitely had like a distinctive sound. This one, with the Dre machine and everything like that too. Again, not a shot at Dre and everything like that too. It just pretty much became something like in that Dre umbrella. And that's why I sometimes feel like the first two gets neglected. But when I listen to this album, I wanted to put all that behind me. I do feel like this is a dope album and everything like that too. You know what I'm saying? Scale, I would kind of give it like a 4 out of 5. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I think.
crazy. It's a 5 night classic, man. Songs, the lyrics, features, producers on here, Eric Sermon and Dre, Quick, Battle Cat, Rockwilder, Eminem. Love it. And they did it the right way on this, you know, making them a little bit mainstream, but not too much. And, you know, the X joint was fire front to back. You know, the joint with Eric Sermon and the Alcoholics, I think it's 5 mics. I mean, definitely one of his best albums.
Respect. Yeah, definitely got to do Man versus Machine one day and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? All right, this was a pretty fair review and everything like that too. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so that's our loud records and stuff like that too. Give me a second. I think next week we actually want to stick to alcoholics, but I'm not going to tell you which album we're going to talk about and stuff like that. I'm just going to leave that right there. So I'm gonna end this off right here because I actually gotta get some rest for work and everything like that too. You know what I'm saying? But I do have some announcements I want to make. So tomorrow at 6 p.m. my time, we definitely gonna do a review on Boomerang, the movie. You know what I'm saying? Mike's gonna join us for that one. I have not seen that movie in years, so that's gonna be very interesting and everything like that too. Also Thursday at 6 p.m. we got Kanye's The College Dropout review and everything like that. The man of the hour and everything. So that's gonna be pretty fun. It's gonna be a pretty fun week and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? But anything you want to say before we head out? Nope.
I might go live tomorrow. I'm holler at Rocker Bash and see. Nobody cares about Puffy. Don't ask us about that shit. You ask us about Puffy. Locked up. Ain't shit to talk about.
Oh, Puffy, Puffy, Puffy. But yeah, this Restless album, I want to say it's still in print. I want to say, you know what
I
I'm
think it's
saying.
out
So
of
we
print.
can. You said what?
I think it's out of print.
I could have sworn it was re-released though, but you
Is it?
never know. Probably. Yeah, but man, College Dropout. Yeah, we actually gonna do two Kanye reviews this week. So, mind you, this was planned way before all this Nazi shit he was doing
This
and
is
everything
we've
like.
been doing this. What do you mean?
You said what?
He's been doing this. There's nothing new. I understand why people are surprised.
I saw this one video on Instagram was talking about, okay, Kanye, we're gonna give you one more chance, and then it had Bill Cosby. We're gonna give you one more chance. Free Puff. We're gonna give you one more chance. Hitler was fresh. He just kept saying all his crazy outlandish tweets and shit. But yeah, man. Hope you guys have a very good night. Appreciate the try as usual. I'll see y'all motherfuckers later. Peace.